Hey, what's the word? I'm Adam with Global Abundance LLC, back with another video. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. And if you're already part of the family, thanks for your support. This channel is all about real estate, from residential to commercial, and I don't hold anything back. If you find this information valuable, hit that like button and subscribe before you get up out of here. The more informed we all are, the better off we'll all be. Today's video is about commercial real estate. We're going to be talking about the four main types of commercial real estate, better known as the four food groups. So for all my people out there interested in commercial real estate, this will be a good overhead view. I'm going to keep it simple here and not go too far in depth. I'll get deeper in future videos. So let's jump right in. I was first introduced to the high-level world of commercial real estate back in 2015, specifically from the financing side of commercial real estate. And as with anything, you can't play the game if you don't know the rules. Look, everything isn't for everybody, but the more you know, the more you grow. And having information in your toolbox gives you the chance to act on it when the time is right and see opportunities that are coming in the near future that you can position yourself to take advantage of. Now, what exactly is commercial real estate? It's basically property used for business purposes and generating income. So what if I'm renting a house I bought? Would that be considered commercial property? And the answer is no. That's a residential property. But you could buy a pool of notes, for example. That's what is called a tape that has, say, 70 single family homes. And that would be a commercial transaction. Let me, come back to the field though, and not too far into the bleachers, because I want to keep things simple for you. Now, it's important that you know these four main groups and keep them at the forefront of your mind when having a conversation about commercial assets. In no particular order, they're retail, multifamily, industrial, and office. Remember that. Retail, multifamily, industrial, and office. All the other specific types of commercial properties fall into these four main categories. Large parcels of vacant land for zone commercial would ultimately have one of these type of properties built on top of it. So let's take a quick peek into each group though. Retail properties are your shopping malls, strip malls, etc. Picture your local shopping center with the grocery store, maybe a nail shop, beauty supply, and a few department stores. From a financing standpoint, grocery anchored properties are the most stable because, let's face it, everybody got to eat, right? So you have unanchored retail, you have neighborhood centers, power centers, and regional malls. And multifamily properties, specifically talking commercial, are 5 units and above. So a fourplex or a 3-flat building would be considered residential. So I want to point that out if you're absolutely new to this, so you don't go out there assuming something like a duplex side by side is a commercial property. Yes, maybe you're buying that type of property with the sole intention of renting it out, but when you're doing comps, you'd be looking at other duplexes in the area that are considered residential. So for this picture, your 100-unit apartment complex, or like the building I stayed in back in the day that was 29 floors with 448 total units in the building. Next, we have industrial properties. Think warehouse, something like an Amazon fulfillment center or a company producing or housing supplies. You've probably seen a few of these newer construction popping up on, what used to be large pieces of vacant land. So industrial properties are looked at as safe assets because it's, similar all the way through. There's not much to an empty warehouse. And on the other side of safety, though, location and supply and demand plays a huge role in these types of properties because, other than a few factors, it's hard to drive the price on these. And the last group is office buildings. For the most part, office buildings are looked at in 3 classes. You got X, Y, and Z. I'm joking. Please don't go out looking for Class Z properties unless you want to get escorted out the room fast. Anyway, it's Class A, Class B, and Class C. Understand that these three classes relate to the building quality and not the location. The newest and nicest properties are going to be your Class A. Class B property might be a building from like the 70s and won't have modern features. And the Class C properties are your older, more rundown properties. Now, office buildings get looked at from three more categories as well. Remember that I just said that different class types don't factor in the location, right? So these three categories are urban, suburban, and flex space. Your urban properties are in the city center, primarily downtown locations in the city. Suburban properties are, naturally outside the city and are generally closer to employment hubs. And flex spaces are usually in the suburbs, and these are like your one-story office buildings with the warehouse in there and maybe some light manufacturing in the other part. Now, a lot of office spaces, a lot of office buildings are being converted into multifamily housing all across the country, just to kind of give you an idea. All right, so today we learned about the four main food groups: retail, multifamily, industrial, and office buildings. Like I said, this was just going to be an overview without me going too deep in the woods. I'd lose you. In future videos, though, I'll go deeper into how to analyze these properties. So I'm assuming that you're agreeing to this information, so I tried to stay on the surface. I think we were all spoon-fed as a child until we learned how to cook our own meals. Bite-sized chunks in the beginning. But believe me, I want to give it all to you. Don't get intimidated by commercial real estate. Okay, just make sure you really want to pursue it, because it gets complex and you need to learn everything that you can to make it make sense. Like I said, buying a strip mall in the future could take as much work as buying a single family home takes. It would make more sense then to focus on doing the bigger, more complex deals when you're actually ready to do so, because of the bigger return on your time, energy, and investment. Now, these commercial properties and opportunities are virtually everywhere in the country, and I'm talking about even small towns like McCune, Kansas, a town with a population of 800 people. Now, what I'm saying is learn so you can earn, and don't rule out something just because you don't believe it's possible. Investigate it and see what you come up with. So look, let me know in the comments below if this information was presented in a clear fashion and you have a better understanding of the four main commercial asset classes. Also, let me know what you want to learn about regarding commercial real estate. And you already know I gotta ask you to like and subscribe for more videos like these. So until next time, hard assets are yours for the taking. All right, so peace.